what it is, FBO fam, bringing it back to you one more time. With somebody, got somebody special with me today. So what's up, Jace? Say what's up. Say hey. He ain't feeling it. Anyway, another popular video I plan to make, or at least do my version of it, is how much do you pay for your car? How much did you pay for your car?
What's the retail on one of those?
You a 503 quit plan.
Now, one of those can be information that you can use and benefit from, and one of them is not. So on my version of this, we're gonna talk about that. Like, oh man, somebody got a Civic on the side of the road. I think there was a Civic. I ain't caught it out of my peripherals. Anyway, one of those is beneficial, one of them is not. How much I paid for the car, you might be able to benefit from that. But with the market being so crazy here in 2022, that might not even help you out, because it just depends on where you got your car from, the time that you got it, like and when I say time that you got it, I'm talking about months, like that type of thing. Police up there clocking. I was rolling pretty decent. I hope they ain't trying to catch nobody for doing nothing that slow. Anyway, yeah, he's still in the same spot. Let's got one of his buddies up here trying to get you, boy. But my car was listed at $45,900 with 70,000 miles on it. And I actually caught it at an internet price for like $2,000 less than that. And then I talked them down $2 more when I got to the dealership, because what was it? I think it was the exhaust on the car, because the car's straight pipe. Now I use that to my advantage, man. Don't nobody want a straight pipe BMW, yada yada yada. Even though, you know, as a car guy, it ain't the worst thing in the world, but it ain't the best. I would rather have a nice exhaust system on here, which that may be coming, but straight pipes is not what I want to buy when I'm picking up a M3 from a dealership. I don't care how many miles it's got on it. But that's relevant information. The latter, here's where my video is going to be different. Don't worry about what the next man is paying for his car.
Mind your damn business.
What I pay for my car and what you will pay for the exact same car is totally different. Because that type of stuff is based on credit. Why does nobody say this? Why does nobody educate? Why does nobody educate the audience, the people that really need to know this stuff? What I paid for mine is not what you're gonna pay for yours. You could pay less for yours than what I paid for mine. Your credit might be better than mine.
That's right.
Is what you need to do, or at least some of the things you need to do to make sure that when you do go to purchase the car that you're looking to get, whatever that may be, that you get the best deal on it, okay? And credit history is gonna be the biggest part of this, probably, as far as I know. The length and the amount of credit that you have. The amount of credit that you have, the amount of lenders that will give you money, or that you have open lines of credit with, and how long you've had those lines open. The longer you've had those open, the better it is. And the higher your limit is with each one of those people, the better it is. If you were just starting out and you're trying to get your first car by yourself with no cosigner, and you have absolutely no credit, what you need to do is go and get a credit card. Go and get a starter credit card that has a very low limit on it, and try to find one that does not have an annual rate. The annual rate means there's an amount of money that you have to pay every year just for owning a credit card. But there are many cards out here that don't have that. You don't have to pay that for every type of credit card. So find one with a low limit that doesn't have that annual rate, and you can probably get that card. You get that card, and you make sure that the amount of money that you spend on the card is not above 30% whenever it's time for your bill to be due. I repeat that. Whenever it is time for your bill to be due, make sure you have less than 30% utilization on that credit card. That's one thing the lenders look for. You do that consistently for a few months, watch your credit score rise. When you can, ask that card company for a raise in your limit. If you've been paying your bill like you're supposed to, they'll raise your limit. Okay? So those are things, that's like a really big thing you can do to start your credit if you don't have any write-off. If you don't have any, you're trying to get some, that's a great way to establish something. Okay? So after you've done that and you've had it for a while, I recommend CreditWise, which is powered by Capital One, which is one of those companies that you can go to and get one of those cards that I was telling you about that don't have a high annual rate or an annual rate at all. You get your Cap One card, you can watch your credit score rise on your CreditWise app. Now, in order to get a decent payment on the car, you don't even need to step on the dealership until you see your credit score at least in the high 600s.
So we got a very enlightened brother with us today.
This is gonna ensure that you get a good payment on the car that you're buying. Doesn't matter what year it is, doesn't matter what color, doesn't matter what kind. Credit matters for everybody unless you're buying your car cash. And if you're buying your car cash, you're not watching this video, so pay attention. You know.
Talk your shit.
Man, I appreciate that. That's love.
Another thing you can do for yourself is educate yourself on the buying process, because there's been many people to go up to a dealership and buy a car with a 700 plus credit score and get screwed and have a high payment because they don't know how dealerships work and they don't know what they do to make money. Dealerships make money off of you having a high interest rate on your payment. You make sure that you know what a competitive rate should be for the car that you're looking to buy in the year that you're looking to buy, how many miles it has on it before you get to the dealership. That way they can't pull the wool over your eyes and get you to pay 9 to 10% interest on the car you should be paying 2 or 3% interest on. Many new cars have 0% interest rates if you wait for the right time to buy the car. Right time to buy a car? Usually the best time to buy any vehicle is at the end of the month. And you may have heard that before. You may have heard that at the end of the month is a good time to buy a car, and it sounds like BS to you. Why am I wait till the end of the month? The reason is car dealerships are always trying to hit a number. They set a number at the beginning of the month, so we're gonna sell this amount of cars. We're gonna sell XYZ cars. Let's say this dealership said we're gonna sell 200 cars this month. They always set the number higher than they should, because the person that owns the dealership wants more money. The sales managers want more money, so they're always pushing the salesman to do more, just like any other job or production job or anything else you've been in. They want you to produce. They want more for the money that they're giving you. car dealership is no different. But at the end of the month, they're always scrambling to meet that number that they set too high in the first place. Sales managers know they set it too high. They're just hoping that the salesman will go out here and sell this amount of cars so they can have a $20,000 commission check. At the end of the month, they're blowing cars out of there because they're still trying to hit that number. Because the managers can still make a commission or a spiff check off of just hitting the number that they told the owner of the dealership or the general manager of the dealership that they were gonna do. So, end of the month is definitely the best time to go and get your car because they are trying to hit that number. So take advantage of that. But all of that to say, how much I pay for my car, how much any of these other YouTubers pay for their cars, especially if they've been out here buying cars for a while, they got great credit scores. You get some of these car YouTubers that buy cars all the time, I guarantee you they got credit scores in the 800s. They're gonna get the best interest rate available. If you don't have an 800 credit score, why are you worried about what they pay for their car? If you don't have a 750, why are you worried about what they pay for their car? If you don't have if you yourself have a 550, 600, don't worry about what somebody else paid for their car. Go work on your credit. And then go get a car. That's it for this one, y'all. Short and sweet, but real informative. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I got my boy in the car. He back there chilling. We sliding today on Father's Day. Headed back to Jonesboro. But until next time, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. All the ones that's doing what they're supposed to do anyway, or at least trying their best. Y'all have a good one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. LNS as always. That was close. LNS as always.